Hey Terry, I'll be getting ready in just a moment. And over. May have. Hi Octavia. See if I can turn this background music off here. For that one. There we go. Hey Octavia, I'm glad you showed up. This is actually our homesteading broadcast, Fireside Chat. Monday evening is our genealogy talk. I mean, you're more than welcome to stay, but I'm pretty sure that you're the Octavia that I talked to on our genealogy talk. You can also email me, Brian, Brian, at bridenfarm.com. Brian at Briden, Briden, farm.com. And I did find some information for you. It's kind of wish this was our genealogy talk because I'd love to share that with you. Don't feel that you have to, but I'm gonna invite you to come up. I'll put both invites and you do as you wish. Just getting things set up. I actually do this on both Wisdom and Fireside. And I see we've got a couple of people who either come through or are listening over on Wisdom. Thank you for that. And it's now I'm getting distracted in a good way. One was Kijiji saying that they've been apologizing for having some difficulties, and yes, they have. They launched a new app yesterday, and messages have been appearing and disappearing, and the notifications, so you can't tell if you have a new message. So that's been fun. But and also over on Wisdom is Cecilia Grace, who is doing her kudos talk to help their wins, no matter how big or how small, and I forget how many nights it is over there, but I'm thinking it's like 351 nights in a row that she has done that. Hi, Skip. I see Skip has joined us. But yeah. And Skip, I'll tell you the same as everybody else. I send everybody an invitation in case you want to ask questions. And so, not a whole lot going on this week, to be real honest. I thought we would be doing maple syrup by this time, and I think that's got shoved off till next week. One reason is I'm not sure if it's allergies or what, but I kind of come down with a bit of head cold, or possibly just allergies, and haven't felt like doing a whole lot in the last couple days. Not real sick, thankfully, just just enough to be an annoyance. Our cat Willow is doing well. Her and her 6 kittens. I suspect that by next week, perhaps they'll be out here climbing around, and perhaps we'll be able to get a better look at them at that time. One of the things that I am kind of looking at doing with our fireside chat is inviting other people who have farms and or homesteads, or people who are interested in just coming up and asking questions, or if you have homestead or farm, then maybe asking you to share a little about your operation. So I'm just gonna double check over back on Wisdom. If there is anybody listening over on Wisdom and you have questions, feel free to hit the join the conversation button. And if you have questions or you wanted to chat. And the other thing is, as we go along, as spring comes on, I suspect, also need a light over here. I suspect that as spring comes along and we have more time outdoor, we'll be able to find more time to spend with the animals and do that as part of this broadcast as well. This time of year, things are a little bit slow. We're putting up with snow and not a whole lot this winter, thankfully, but the last few days have just been a little messy. I wanted to get some stuff done, and that was another reason that didn't get a whole lot done this week. But sometimes it's just a good thing to rest, because the times are coming when we are going to need that energy. We have Lara, our pig, a Berkshire pig, who I'm guesstimating is about 450 to 500 pounds. Measured her. You can take a tape and you measure the length and around in front of their forearm and in front of their front legs. So the girth times length. And a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, maybe, she was 421 pounds according to the tape. And her belly is starting to show now, so that's going to add probably another 45 pounds easily. She is doing good. I was wondering how things were going to be, because this is our first time raising pigs, keeping a sow and having little ones, which are due. It's called farrowing with pigs, and Lara's getting ready to farrow right around the Easter weekend. I'm told that sometimes Berkshires can go an extra 2 or 3 days, and if that's what happens, she's due on the 6th, so if she goes an extra 2 or 3 days, good possibility she may have her piglets on Easter. And we have 3 other goats, or we have 3 goats over there, Shannon dairy breed, and they are possibly bred and we may have some kids through April into the early part of May. They had a salmon buck with them in the pasture for a month or two, about a month and a half, I think, in the fall, and so that will be um, that will be happening also. So things are going to get busy. It's just this time of year. I didn't want to not do the talk, but this time of year, honestly, there's just not that much going on. It's I do see a few people have popped in over to Wisdom as well. Either just come on the app or listening, and I see Doobie and Mojo, the couple of names that I recognize, and thank you, Octavia and Skip, for showing up here on Fireside. The Skip, I see you're up on the stage. If you wanted to say anything, feel free to jump in, and if not, you can just sit there quietly. But you're more than welcome. So I know this is probably going to be a rather short broadcast tonight. It's we did take some delivered 15 dozen eggs. We go to the Annapolis Valley here in Nova Scotia, Canada, and we source free-range hens from some of the egg production people, and they have been, when we get them, sometimes they are kind of bare. Even though they're free-range, which simply means they're not kept in a cage, they are, especially this time of year, kept inside of a barn, and sometimes, depending on the operation, year-round in a barn or outside in chicken tractors or maybe in and out in a run. It can be any of that combination. But because they're intensively farmed, sometimes they are pretty bare when we get them, and the ones that we have left are in great shape. We've had these ones for probably about 8 weeks now, and they're feathered out and they're starting to lay more, and just really encouraging to see that. There were 3 that were the worst 3 that we took and separated, put in their own pen, and they have now feathered out and they are starting to lay eggs. And so it's nice to be able to see that. And quite often when people come and buy those from us, they have good reports, and some of them come back 2 or 3 times, sometimes from 2 or 3 hours away, to get those hens. It's almost like those hens are so thankful to get in a nice backyard coop where they're pets, essentially, that they just really they're loved and lovely in their actions towards their new owners, and tend to reward their care quite well. And I'm just going to check back over on Wisdom, see if there's anybody there that had any questions. Actually seems like a kind of a quiet evening over there as well. Only 6 people coming through. In 10 minutes, there's usually more than that over there. But so Octavia, I'm pretty sure that you are the lady who I spoke to about genealogy about a week and a half ago. And please feel free to reach out to me. The Brian, Brian, at Briden Farm, Briden farm.com, and can see if Monday night's going to work for you for the genealogy talk, or I can get you the information otherwise. And Skip, I see you have yourself on mute. I think I'm going to make this a short broadcast tonight. rather than just continuing to ramble on for the sake of rambling on. If you either of you have questions or want to ask me anything or make any comments, you can do so. And if not, then I think I'm going to go and get some rest. Yeah. So spread the word if you know anybody who's doing homesteading or has a small farm, if they would like to come on and share information about their operation. We're open to that. And so a little bit of housekeeping. Our website, Briden Farm, BRIDEN farm.com. And if you want to contact me, then it's just simply Brian at bridenfarm.com. All right, well, I thank you for showing up. I'm going to go get the rest that I need and hope to be back with a little more excitement next week. Hopefully there'll be more going on. It's just a little bit of a quiet week. Anyway, I thank you for showing up.